TF Super Hornets.
But how do they get it out?
3 Super Hornet squadrons and 1 10
No, it's
aircraft
like a parking
squadron
problem.
of 35C Lightning IIs.
Hey guys, Loud Guys. Today we are going to watch US Navy's $8.5 billion aircraft carrier. So that is so much money.
So much.
Yeah, literally like Pakistan is looking for $1 billion loan. And like many countries.
This is the whole career of 8.5 billion.
They just are buying one warship for just $8.5 billion. So that is too much money. And
So much paisa.
And I think so that ship would have all the possible facilities for the army. So
Like top notch.
yeah, so let's watch the
Video.
Meet the Nimitz-class aircraft carrier.
Nimitz-class.
US Navy's $8.5 billion beast.
wow. Nimitz.
So class.
The aircraft carriers continue to be the centerpiece of the forces necessary for operating forward. In times of crisis, the first question leaders ask is, where are the carriers?
Oh.
Often, the presence of an aircraft carrier has deterred potential adversaries from striking against U.S. interests. Aircraft carriers support and operate aircraft that engage in attacks on airborne, afloat, and ashore targets which threaten the free use of the sea. They also participate in sustained power projection operations in support of U.S. and coalition forces.
So nice.
The aircraft carrier and its strike group also engage in maritime security operations to interdict threats to merchant shipping and prevent the use of the seas for terrorism and piracy. Aircraft carriers
They are
also
very
provide
important.
unique capabilities for disaster
We saw in
response
Top
and
Gun movie.
humanitarian assistance. The Nimitz-class aircraft carrier consists of 10 carriers serving as the ultimate symbol of the United States superpower status. These formidable vessels stand as true behemoths, representing unparalleled weapons platforms that outshine all their nearest rivals. The aircraft carriers in this class are the USS Nimitz, USS Dwight D. Eisenhower, USS Carl Vinson, USS Theodore Roosevelt, USS Abraham Lincoln, USS George Washington,
All the former Prime
USS
Minister,
John C.
Presidents.
Stennis, USS Harry S. Truman, USS Ronald Reagan, and USS George H.W. Bush.
And Kennedy.
The lead ship of the U.S. class, USS Nimitz, nicknamed Old Salt, was commissioned in May 1975. Named after Admiral Chester Nimitz, who led the U.S. Navy through World War II. And the last of the class, USS George H.W. Bush, was commissioned in January 2009.
Oh.
At 1,092 feet, the
15
Nimitz
years
class
old.
supercarriers are more than 3 times the length of a football field. And with a crew complement of over 5,000 members, they're essentially floating cities. All the ships of the class are powered by 2 A4W nuclear reactors housed in separate compartments. The reactors produce heat through nuclear fission, which heats water to produce steam. These are then passed through 4 turbines, which are then shared by the 2 reactors. A gearbox transmits power to 4 propeller shafts, producing a maximum speed of over 30 knots and a maximum power of 260,000 brake
Everything is
horsepower.
on such a grand scale.
The turbines power the 4 bronze propellers, each with a diameter of 25 feet and a weight of 66,000 pounds. Behind these are the 2 rudders, which are 29 feet high and 22 feet long.
What are rudders?
As a result
Like
of
the
nuclear
rotators.
power, the ships are capable of
fans.
operating continuously for over 20 years without refueling and are predicted to have a service life of over 50 years.
50 years
These
service
warships,
life.
which have a displacement of 104,000 tons, were all built by Huntington Ingalls Industries Newport News Shipbuilding based in Virginia at a unit cost of approximately $8.5 billion. Carrier Air Wing. Of course, the real strength of a carrier lies in its air wing. During the Cold War, carrier air wings were larger than today's. In the 1980s, a typical carrier air wing consisted of 2 squadrons of 12 F-14 Tomcat air superiority fighters, 2 squadrons of 12 FA-18 Hornet multi-role fighters, 1 squadron of 10 A-6 Intruder attack bombers, 1 squadron of 4 to 6 E-2 Hawkeye
See the
airborne
planes.
early warning and control planes, 10 3A Viking anti-submarine planes, 1 squadron of 4
Submarine
EA-6B Prowler electronic
submarine
warfare
planes?
planes, and a
They can go
squadron
down
of
under.
6 SH-3 anti-submarine helicopters. With slight variations from carrier to carrier and cruise to cruise, the average Nimitz-class carrier during the Cold War carried between 85 to 90 aircraft.
Oh,
Today,
wow.
the carrier air wing looks quite different.
Such
its
expensive
composition is
thing.
designed to enable broad striking power hundreds of miles from the carrier's position, while also providing defense in depth for the battle group through the early warning and detection of airborne, surface, and subsurface targets. The current U.S. Navy carrier air wing comprises 4 strike fighter squadrons, each with 10 or 12 FA-18EF Super Hornets.
But how do
or
they get
3
it out?
Super Hornet squadrons and 1 10
No, it's
aircraft
like a parking
squadron
problem.
of 35C Lightning IIs, totaling over 40 strike fighters. The air wing also includes 1 electronic attack squadron, which is composed of 7 EA-18G Growlers. Additionally, there's 1 carrier airborne early warning squadron equipped with 4 E-2C Hawkeyes or 5 E-2D advanced Hawkeyes. The air wing further includes 1 helicopter C combat squadron with 8 MH-60S Seahawks and 1 helicopter maritime strike squadron with 11 MH-60R Seahawks, with 3 to 5 of them typically
This
based in
helicopter looks
detachments
so
on other ships of
macho.
the carrier strike group. A fleet logistics support squadron
Oh, see the
detachment
wings.
comprised of 2 C-2A Greyhounds is also part of the air wing. In 2021, the new CMV-22B Osprey from the newly established Fleet Logistics Multi-Mission Squadron detachments began to replace the C-2A Greyhounds.
Oh, hey, it's a plane helicopter.
Plane come helicopter.
Nimitz Defensive Systems.
Oh.
In addition to the aircraft they carry, Nimitz-class aircraft carriers are armed with various sophisticated weapon systems.
Wow.
Among these are 2 or 3 Mark 29 guided missile launching systems. Each of these systems is capable of launching either RIM 162 evolved Sea Sparrow missiles or RIM 7 Sea Sparrow missiles. Additionally,
RIM 7.
Nimitz-class carriers are equipped with 3 or 4 20mm Phalanx 6-barreled Mark 15 close-in weapon system CWIS installations. These automated gun systems are designed to engage and destroy close-in threats with a remarkable rate of fire
The
of
sound.
3,000 rounds per minute. They're essential components of the carrier's defense mechanism, ensuring rapid and effective responses to incoming threats.
The one who gets hit by it is like
Carriers
gone.
also feature 2 Mark 49 guided missile launching systems, with each capable of launching RIM 116 rolling airframe missiles. The RAM is a quick reaction fire and forget missile system used for close-in defense against anti-ship missiles. Furthermore, the carriers are equipped with Mark 38 25mm machine gun systems, which provide additional close-in defense and are used for engaging surface threats, especially enemy swimmers and fast surface craft.
Oh no. They can fight everybody. even
Nimitz-class
single
carrier
swimmer.
strike group. When an aircraft carrier deploys, it takes a carrier strike group, CSG, made up of several other warships and supply vessels that allow the operation to be carried out. The armament of the Nimitz-class is made up only of short-range defensive weapons used as a last line of defense against enemy missiles and aircraft.
See all the time.
As with all surface ships, an aircraft carrier is
That's
particularly vulnerable
Yeah.
to attack from below,
But some people get
specifically
seasick.
from submarines.
Not the.
An
I
aircraft
think
carrier
so.
is a very expensive,
Navy
hard
people,
to
but
replace
yeah.
and strategically valuable asset, and therefore it logically has immense value as a target. Due to their high value as targets and vulnerability, aircraft carriers are always accompanied by at least 1 submarine for protection.
Oh.
The other vessels in the strike group offer additional capabilities, such as long-range Tomahawk missiles or the Aegis combat system, and provide defense against potential threats. A typical strike group may consist of the following. In addition to an aircraft carrier, up to 6 surface combatants, including guided missile cruisers and guided missile destroyers, primarily used for anti-aircraft warfare and anti-submarine warfare.
When you see them
as well as
coming,
frigates
just run.
warship
Run,
prior to their retirement from the
Or
United
just
States
tell,
Navy
call
service.
American president,
When
sorry.
the Navy
Surrender.
commissions a new
Sorry.
Constellation-class frigate, they'll once again accompany carrier strike groups. Also part of the group are 1 or 2 attack submarines for the purpose of locating and neutralizing hostile surface ships and submarines, as well as an ammunition, oiler, and supply ship provided by Military Sea Lift Command to offer logistical support.
Wow.
The numbers and types of vessels comprising each strike group can vary from group to group based on deployments, missions, and availability.
It was worth it. $8.5 billion, but for 50 years.
50 years. It has, we can call it life expectancy.
A big life he has, and also like the amount of support it provides, and also now there were many new things I got to know in this video. that there has to be a submarine that always goes on with this aircraft carrier for its safety. That's a good thing.
They are always like, I think they all are always, protected. They have all the weapons and all the things.
Yes, and also there is a fleet of these carriers, or you can say an army, and when they go and then you see them, and I should think like every enemy should be like, we're not going to fight them, because only US has about 11 of these and no other country in the world comes near to it. India has one.
It's a superpower.
Yes, India has one of these only.
One of these, huh?
Yes, and China, I think so, one or two. So no country can match the capability of America. So this was something really big. What was your opinion about it? Do let us know in the comment section below. So do like, share, and
Subscribe.
Bye.
Bye.